So for our problem number 1, we have here how many ounces of pure nickel must be added to 150 ounces of alloy 70% pure to make an alloy which is 85%. So we're gonna use the formula percentage times amount plus percentage times amount equals to percentage times amount. So now we have here 70% and our 150 ounce, that is our percentage and our amount. And next we have 100% because it is said here that it is a pure nickel, so it is 100%, and our amount is x because it is unknown because we are finding the ounces of pure nickel equals to 85% because we're going to make an alloy which is 85% pure, but we do not know the amount, so we put it here as y. So use the formula to get the equation. So 70% times 150 plus 100% times x equals to 85% times y. So let's convert our percentage into decimal. So we have now 0.70 times 150 plus 1 times x equals to 85y. And now we solve, so we will get 105 plus x equals to 0.85y. And now we copy this 150 plus x equals y. So now we have a system of equation. So we have here 105 plus x equals to 0.85, and because we have a y here, let's substitute it in 0.85y. So now we will get 0.85 times 150 plus x. So let's solve. So 105 plus x equals to 127.5 plus 85x. So let's solve. So combine like terms. So we have negative 0.85x plus x equals to 127.5 minus 105. So we will get 0.15x equals to 22.5 and divide both sides by 15. So now we get x equals to 150 ounce of pure nickel. So that is our final answer. For number 2, we have here how many pounds of cream containing 12% butterfat must be added to 1,800 pounds of milk containing 2% butterfat to obtain milk having 3% butterfat. So to solve, we're gonna write it again in this way. We write our percentage and our amount. So 2% is our percentage and the amount is 1,800 pounds plus 12% and the amount is x because it is unknown equals to 3% and our y because it also is unknown. So now we will solve. So use the formula again, the percentage times amount plus percentage times amount equals to percentage times amount. So we write 2% times 1080 plus 12% times x equals to 3% times y. So let's convert and we will get 0.2 times 1800 plus 0.12 times x equals to 0.3 y. So now we solve and we will get 360 plus 0.12x equals to 0.3y. Then we copy the 1800 plus x equals to y, and now we have a system of equation. So after that, we can substitute our y to 0.3 3y. So we will get 360 plus 0.12x equals to 0.3 times our y is equals to 1800 plus x. Now, we can calculate. So 360 plus 0.12x equals to 540 plus 0.3x. And we can solve. Let's combine like terms. So we will have now negative 0.33 x plus 0.12x equals to 540 minus 360. So we will have a negative 0.18x minus equals to 180. So divide both sides by negative 0.18, and now we will get x equals to 1,000 pounds of cream. That is our final answer. So number 3, how much water must be added to 200 gallons of mixture which is 80% alcohol to reduce it to a 75% mixture? So to solve this, we're gonna write it in this way. So we have here the amount. So the original amount is 200 gallons, and our concentration of our alcohol in our 200 gallons is 80%. So 80% of 200 is 160. So the amount of our alcohol is 160. Then our water, because it is being asked here on how much water must be added, so it's going to be x, and the concentration is 0, and the amount of alcohol is 0. So our new now is we have the amount, so 200 plus x. Then our concentration, because we have a new concentration here, we will put our 75%. Then the amount of alcohol, so let's multiply our 75% and our new amount, which is 200 plus x. Then write our 160, the amount of alcohol, which is 160 plus 0 equals to 75% times 100 plus x. So let's solve. 160 equals to, convert our percentage, equals to 0.75, and 200 plus x. So 160 equals to 0.75 times 200 is equals to 150, and 0.75 times x is 0.75 x. So now we can solve by combining like terms. So we have now here transpose around 150, and we will get negative 150 plus 160 equals to 0.75. So solve, we will get 10 equals to 0.75x. So divide both sides with 0.75. And now we can get our final answer, which is x equals to 13 and 1/3 gallons of water must be added. For our number 4. So 10 years ago, a man was 3 times as old as his son. In 6 more years, he will be twice as old as his son. So the question is, how old are they? So to solve this, our present age is unknown. So let the man equals to x, and our son is y. So 10 years ago, the man is 3 times as old as his son. So x minus 10 and y minus 10, because it is 10 years ago. Then the man is 3 times old as his son. So the age of the man is x minus 10 equals to 3 because 3 times as old as his son, times the age of his son is y minus 10. So we will get x minus 3y plus 20 equals to 0. So we have now here our first equation. So 6 more years, man will be twice as old as his son. So again, in 6 more years, so we gonna put here 6 plus x plus 6 because it is 6 years later. So the man will be x plus 6 and son is going to be y plus 6. So because in 6 more years, the man will be twice. So x plus 6 is equals to 2 times y plus 6. So solve x plus 6 equals to 2y plus 12. And now we have here our second equation, which is x minus 2y minus 6 equals to 0. Now we can solve because this is a um, um, wait, this is a system of equation. So to solve, we're gonna write our two equation. X minus 3y plus 20 equals 0 and x minus 2y minus 6 equals to 0. So we're gonna use the elimination method. So we're gonna change the sign of our second equation. So let's multiply all of them in negative. So now we can get we can cancel now the x because x plus negative x is equals to 0. So it is cancelled. So now we have here our negative 3y plus negative 2y. So we will get negative 1y or y. And 20 plus negative minus plus negative 6 is equals to 26. So we can now change the sign of our 6 and now it is going to be positive because we multiply our negative and our negative. So we have now 1y plus negative 1y plus 26 equals to 0. Then we can move our 26 to the other side. So we have a 1y, negative 1y equals to negative 26. So divide both sides by 1, negative 1. So now we will get y is equal to 26 years old. That is the age of the son or the present age of the son. So let's solve now for the age of the man. So to solve for x, so we're gonna get our first equation here and which is x minus 3y plus 20 equals 0 and substitute our y or the age of our son. So now we have here x minus 3 times 26 plus 20 equals 0. So x minus 78 plus 20 equals 0. So let's transpose our negative 58 to the other side and our x is equals to 58 years old and that is the age of the man. So now for number 5, in 2 years, a boy will be 3/4 as old as his sister. So 2 years ago, he was 2/3 as old as she. How old are they? So to solve, I'm gonna solve first the 2 years ago. So let our boy is x and our sister is y. So 2 years ago, which means we're gonna subtract. So x minus 2 and y minus 2. Then because 2 years ago, the boy is 2/3 as old as her sister, his sister. So we have now x minus 2 equals to 2/3 times the age of his sister. So x minus 2 is equal to 2/3 y minus 4 thirds. So now we have here x equals x minus 2 thirds y equals to 2 thirds. So that is our first equation. So after 2 years, then we're going to add. So x plus 2 and y plus 2. So x plus 2 equals to 3 fourths because here a boy will be 3 fourths as old as his sister in 2 years. So now let's solve x plus 2 is equals to 3 fourths y plus 3 halves. I mean, and now we have our another equation, which is x minus 3 fourth y is equals to negative 1 half. So to solve for our y again, we can use the elimination method. So gonna change the sign of our second equation so that we can eliminate our x. So now we have negative 2 thirds y plus our 3 fourths y, and we will get 1 over 12 y equals to 2 thirds. Negative times negative is positive, so we will get 7 over 6. So divide both sides by 1 over 12. So now our y is equals to 14. Then we can solve for x. So just substitute our y to our second equation. So we will now our first equation. So x minus 2 thirds times our y is 14 equals to 2 thirds. So now we have x minus 28 over 3 equals to 2 thirds. Then let's move negative 28 over 3 to the other side, so it will going to become positive. So now we have x equals to 30 over 3, or x is equals to 10. So our answer is 14 and 10. So now we are in number 6. So the sum of Kim's and Kevin's age is 18 in 3 years. Kim will be twice as old as Kevin. So what are their age? So we have now here Kevin, let Kevin is equal to x and Kim is y. And the sum of their age is 18. So in 3 years, so we will add so x plus 3 and y plus 3. So y plus 3 equals to 2 because it will going to be twice as old as Kevin. So 2 times x plus 3. So solve y plus 3 equals to 2x plus 6, and we will get y minus 2x equals to 3. That is our first equation. And our second equation will be x plus y equals to 18 because Kevin is x and Kim is y, and their sum of their age is 18. So we have now here a system of equation. We will now use our elimination method, and we now eliminate our y. So we have here changed the sign of our second equation. So we multiply all of them in negative. So can now cancel our y, and we will get x equals 18 and 2x equals 3. So now we can add, so x plus our negative 2x, so multiply our negative, so we will get positive. So we will get 3x equals to 18 and our 3. So we now have our 3x equals to 15. So divide both sides by 3. Now we will get our x is equals to the age of Kevin. This is the age of Kevin is x equals to 5. So now we can solve for our y. So let's copy our first equation and substitute our x. So our x is 5 plus y equals to 18. So move our 5 to the other side, so it will going to become -5. So the y is equals to 13, and 13 is the age of Kim. So the age of Kevin is 5 and the age of Kim is 13. So in number 7, um, Paula is now 18 years old and his colleague Monica is 14 years old. How many years ago was Paula twice as old as Monica? So Paula is 18 and Monica is 14. So x years ago, or 18 minus x, and 14 minus x, because we do not know how many years ago. So 18 minus x equals to 2, because it is stated here that Paula was twice as old as Monica. So 2 times 14 minus our x. So we will get 18 minus x equals to 2 times 14 minus x. Then let's solve 18 minus x plus 28 minus 2x. So move our 2x to the other side, so it will going to become positive. So 2x minus x equals to 28 minus 18. So our x is equals to 10. So it is 10 years ago. Number 8. So a girl is 1/3 as old as her brother and 8 years younger than her sister. So the sum of their age is 38 years. How old is the girl? So we have here girl is x and brother is y, and that the sister is z. So we have here x plus y plus z equals to 38, because it is the sum of their age. So that this is our first equation, and now we can solve for our z, I mean our y. So x equals to 1/3 1/3 y, because the girl is 1/3 as old as her brother. So we have here x equals to 1/3 y, divide both sides by 1/3. So we will get y is equals to 3x. Then we can now solve for our z. So our z is x plus 8, because here it is said that the girl is 8 years older than her sister. So x plus 8. So this is our z. So now we can substitute our our x and our y and our z. So x plus y plus z equals to 38, and x plus our y is 3x plus our z is x plus 8 equals to 38. So we solve, so we have here now 5x plus 8 equals to 38. So 5x equals to 38 minus 8, so we transpose that. So we divide both sides by 5. We will get x equals to 6, and that is the age of the girl. For our number 9, we have here, at what time between 8 and 9 o'clock will the minute hand coincide with the hour hand? So as you can see in our drawing, this is our illustration. So we will have now x is equals to 40 because we have 40 minutes 40 minutes from 12 to 8 plus our x over 12, so y x over 12, and that is because every time the minute hand completes 12 dials, the hour hand moves one dial. Thus, if the minute hands moves by x, the hour's hand moves by x over 12. So we have now here, to solve this, we multiply both sides by 12. So we have now 12 x equals to 480 plus x. So move our x to the other side. So we have here 12x minus x equals to 480. So 11x equals to 480. Divide both sides by 11. And we will get x is equals to 43.63. So the time will be 8:43.63. And for our number 10, so at what time after 12 noon will the hour hand and the minute hand, the clock first form an angle of 120 degrees? So here let's note that 120 degrees is multiply to 30 minutes over 180 degrees. So why? So in 180 degrees, we have 30 minutes equals to 20 minutes. So 120 degrees is equals to 20 minutes, as we can see in our illustration. So again, we have here x is equals to x over 12 plus 20, just like in number 9, the x over 12, because every time the minute hand completes 12 dials, the hour hand moves one dial. So now we can multiply both sides by 12, and we will get 12 x is equals to x plus 240, and move our x to the other side. We will get 11x is equals to 240, and divide both sides by 11, and now we will get x equals to 21.818, and our time will be 12:21.818. So when the clock strikes 21.818, our degree is going to be 120 degrees again. And for number 11, at what time after 3 o'clock will the hands of the clock to be together for the second time? So we can solve it again by x equals to 15. So 15 because from 12 from 3 o'clock, the minute hand will move 15 minutes to 3 because because every minute hand moves 2 hours, it is 5. So we have now here 15 and our x over 12 again. So we can multiply again by both sides by 12. So we have 12x equals to 180 plus x. So move x to the other side. So 12x minus x is equals to 180, and 11x over 11x and 180 over 11, and our x will be 180 over 11, or 16.36 minutes. So our time will be 3:16.36.